I've came out to Golden Ears again today. Now it is a bit overcast. It is raining from time to time, but we'll deal with what we've got and see if we can come across any images. I had a nice slow drive here this morning. It was quite fair. I seen a bear walking across the field, so that was pretty cool, and just made it in good time so I could just have a nice slow relaxing walk up the trail. Now I've came to this part of the trail. I am right on the path, and I came here the other day. Now that's the reasoning for stopping here today. I came out the other day, I didn't want to vlog, I just wanted to take a break and have a slow walk and reference some shots for future videos and just try out different parts of the trail. Now when I got here, the weather was absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe it. We had this really low fog in the forest, and all of a sudden the sun came out and it was creating these rays of light, and I was looking about frantically. I videoed some on my phone. I'll show you some of the video footage on my phone. Now because I wasn't at a location, I wasn't set up ready for the shot, I just had to frantically look about, and I ran up onto this bank and I was scouring the area. Now I came across this tree with the branches going over. It just looked great. You know, it's not a subject that I would normally photograph, but the fact that we had this fog and the light, that's what I was shooting for. I was shooting for the light. Now I just needed some interest in the image to kind of make it work. So I went up onto this bank and I literally got the camera set up, and I got one shot and one shot only. But luckily the shot came out. I was really pleased with it. It started to rain unfortunately, but I was really pleased with the shot. It worked out really well, and I'm going to get to show you that. Now the reasoning for stopping here is because I want to take the shot again. We have got harsh conditions, it is raining as you can hear, but what I want to do is give you an idea how an image can change with different types of light. Now today isn't going to be as good as the other day. That was just, I couldn't have asked for any more really. A little bit more time, but it happened so fast I didn't have that long to react. I'm going to take it today. I've got the graduated filter in. We have got a little bit of sky coming in the shot, so I just want to dip the sky a little bit to make it work. I put the polarizer on just to take the sheen off some of these leaves. We are still getting highlights on the leaves even though there's no sunlight coming in, but we are getting that reflective light from the sky. I love the way that the branches are sweeping over, but not the way it's absolutely chucking it down at the moment, so I'm going to have to work fast. I like these ferns in the foreground. The ferns in the foreground really make it, and I like the fact that there's a gap here. The reason for that is it means you get to see the base of these branches leading over to the right hand side. I've got a tree on the right hand side with some nice mosses on, and it seems to really work. But I much prefer the image the other day, but this is just to give you a good view of different types of light and how a scene can change. I'm getting soaked. So I'm going to quickly get back to camera before this rain starts any heavier. Now I took a couple of test shots at f13. We didn't have any movement then, so I was getting away with 2 seconds. So I'm going to put them 2 images up, and I hope you like them. And I'll see if I can make it further up this trail before it gets too heavy. Apologies for having to cut it short there. I would like to have explained a bit more, but I didn't expect the rain to come down as quick as it came. It absolutely chucked it down, so I had to rush along and get my gear. I didn't want to get my camera and everything soaked, so I had to pack up and move on. But I hope you like them two images. It's give you a good comparison to how you can shoot for the light and make a subject work, which wouldn't normally work. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't still make a nice image. I haven't got up and had a look at it yet, but just to have that fog and the rays of light in the background, it just adds that little bit more to the subject that you're photographing. And to react quick, and if you are in situations like that where you get this fabulous light, just find something, because it's all about the light and the conditions that you're photographing. So I'm going to head on a bit further up this trail. I'm going to pack my bag up and probably stay under that tree for about 5 or 10 minutes and see if it eases off. Now, it is supposed to ease off. It's not supposed to rain all day, I do know that. And it wasn't actually supposed to rain as heavy as it is, but that's the way it is and that's what we're dealt. It's going to be challenging again, but you know I like a challenge, and we'll see if we can find any more subjects to photograph further up the trail. What a day it's been up to now. I've carried on up the trail. I haven't been able to shoot much video because this rain's just relentless today. You'll probably be able to hear it, it's still chucking it down. Now, I'm not giving in. I'm determined to carry on today. The reason being, the further I'm getting up this mountain, we're getting this fog and mist coming in and low cloud, and it's really atmospheric in the forest. Even though we haven't got that much light, but we've got the reflective light from the sky, which is just highlighting the mosses and the greens. So that's how the day's gone up to now. I've literally stopped when I've seen something, but as soon as I start to try and work the scene, the heavens open again, and it's not worth getting your camera gear soaked. But I am enjoying it. It is a challenge, and I'm determined not to go home today. I'm going to stick it out until at least I get another image. So I've came a bit further up the trail, attracted to that low cloud that I was on about, and that's what's pushing us up this trail. It really does look atmospheric the higher you get up. Now it's cleared slightly for now, but every now and again this low cloud comes in, and because this area that I'm in at the moment, it's particularly messy, there's a lot of deadfall around, it actually masks that, it actually tidies the image up. And I said to you before, I'm looking for the subject that stands out. So I've came across this small tree. Now you can see that it's really bright in amongst the background, and it really stands out. So that's what I was looking for in an image today. Now, the background is messy. I've got some bits of trees and bits of logs, which I'm trying to frame the shot. Now you are going to be looking up into the forest, but that's the look I want. You know, I don't want the trees to be all perfectly straight. I want it so you look like you're looking up the forest. But what I've got to wait for is some thicker cloud to come in. So when we get that whitewash in the background, it does really pop, it does really stand out. Now I have got some trees to the right hand side and to the left hand side. I'd like them to be a bit closer, but I am going to take it as a wide shot because I want to include as much of that forest as I can, because I want to give you the impression that you're looking up into the forest, and then you're going to have this tree on the left hand side of the frame. I just think it'll make an image, because I am struggling in this area. I can't come across any of them mossy boulders that I like, but like I said before, it's this cloud that's attracting us up the mountain. Well, I think I managed a couple of images there before the heavens opened, because it actually started to pour down again, unfortunately. So I grabbed what I could, but fingers crossed that I got an image. Today's surely been testing. It's been a challenge, but I've enjoyed it at the same time. I really have. And it's always shots that I can go back to if I haven't got an image, but it seemed to look all right on back of camera anyway. I just liked the way the low cloud was coming in. You had them trees behind and you were looking up the forest, because it was quite steep there. Now I headed on up the trail. I've come up the mountain and I'll come back down the mountain. I'm heading round the side of the mountain, but I've came to this viewpoint and it looks absolutely amazing. It really is nice. The rain's cleared and you just get this cloud coming in over the river below, and it really is nice place for a coffee, so that's what I'm going to do. Now I am going to head back the way I came. I'm not going to carry on this trail because there's a couple of compositions I want to have a look at on the way back. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to take photos of them, because it is later in the day now and the low cloud that I was enjoying's lifted. It's just a shame we had all that rain, unless we could have had a bit of a field day for images today. But I really have enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed having you guys along. If I do take an image when I go back, I'll put the image up at the end of this video. So that's it. If you've enjoyed the content of today's video, please subscribe. If you've subscribed already, you know, I really appreciate it. Leave a comment below. I really enjoy reading your comments, and it encourages me to get out with the camera, even when conditions are like this. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.